Just checking to see if my stream is working. We are live. Just checking the stream and the connection. Making sure YouTube is getting what it needs. Alright. Elite Dangerous Daily here. I am Dragster. And I'm a humble person. I want to say I'm a humble person. I don't... not a prideful one, but a humble one. So when I make a mistake, I admit that mistake. So days ago, last week, I actually went on a hunt to find why I was getting more money on one account and less on another. This week, for some reason, I'm actually making more, even though I demolished a bunch of things. I don't know how that happened, but that's the case. So, what happened? Last week, just before the community goal, I decided to go through every account, and I'm noticing that some accounts were making more than others. And I narrowed it down to what I thought was industrial and or extraction systems contributing to a bonus, which they were not. Today I logged into the most prized account, and he was making 40,000 per credit per point, score point, and the payment was normal. Grimaldo, was it Grimaldo Gaming? I believe in chat said that they accumulate, if you don't log in, they actually accumulate right, the payments. And right, Grimwald's Gaming. So I guess he's from the German community. I guess they noticed that first. I'm not exactly sure where he's from. He just popped into the chat. But I want to thank him because that's actually the truth. If you don't log in for so many weeks, they accumulate the payment when you do log in, and then you get that money when you're logged in. So it's not automatically put to your balance. So I was wrong. Basically, I thought we're getting more money for different systems, right? We're getting more money, and we are not, actually. We are not getting more money for different types of systems if we have extraction or industrial. We're just getting a base 10,000 credits. 10,000 credits per score point, which now starts to rant. So if you want to leave now. Basically, it's utter fucking bullshit. It's bullshit. Because some of us have been building and building and building, and to get the same amount after so much building, to get the same amount is utter fucking bullshit. So if you're listening, FDev, get your head out of your own asses, okay? And stop being so fucking cheap in some things and dumping a whole bunch of fucking money in other things. Do you realize you just gave out $100 million just to do 3 hulls of a Panther Clipper? I hauled three cargo hulls of Panther Clipper. I made, not only did I make, I don't know how much was it? It was like 200 million, but I made another 100 million from your community goal. Seriously speaking, And some points, you guys just dump credits into the market like crazy. And then the other aspects, it's what the fuck? There's some of us that have been doing so much into our systems. I got one that says 246 points, right? But I'm still getting 10,000. Okay? I have Dodec, 3 T2s, 4 T2s, one Surface T3, 2 T2 Surface ports. Look, I'm so pissed off. I'm getting fucking flustered. But that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What the hell? So much construction, and you basically you're giving everybody the same amount, 10,000. No difference. You want people to colonize. You want people to spread the proverbial human seed all over across the galaxy, but yet you are not actually rewarding that. You reward a community goal. I did 3. How long did it take me? 10 minutes? 15 minutes to actually get the three cargo holds of Panther Clipper. And I made 100 million. Meanwhile, I've been colonizing for a freaking whole year. For a whole year. Every single day I colonize. Every single day I'm building something. Right now I'm building a T2. I'm trying to finish it up. Okay? I'm colonizing every single day. And yet our payments are still the same. You're cheap in one point, but flamboyant in how you give out your money in another point. Alright? That is retarded. That's retarded. That just shows that there is nothing downtown. Nothing in your brains. Yeah, Grimmalds, I didn't know where you're from. I thought you were from the German community, but 07 to you, man. 07. Thank you very much for your feedback. Actually, what you said was true. It's accumulation of weeks. So I guess I didn't log into that account in 3 weeks. And they showed me a payment of 40,000 per credit per score point. Okay, which is deceptive. You know, it's fucking deceptive. Nah, you're not a bearer of bad news. I thought, in my mind, there was something there that I just caught. Because I didn't want to believe that these guys are so fucking cheap. Seriously. I just didn't want to believe in my head that they have no reward for colonization. They build a Dodec, they charging 50,000 arcs for it, but you get nothing for it. What do you get? You pay $35 US to skip 2 or 3 weeks of construction. Okay? That's a Dodec. Then why not have a T3 that's paid for? Why not have a T2 that you can skip? And we can keep on skipping. I really thought that it was something more there. It's not bad news. It's actually very good news because, you know, I don't have to go on a construction spree, go crazy, because I was going to do that. I had 9 systems laid out that I was going to change their economies. And so it's actually very good news because now I don't have to do that. I don't have to think about it. I'm just like, fuck it. Yeah, to just make the T3s that way. Make the Dodec that way. Make the T2s that way. Make the surface elements that way. Pay the skip. Fuck it. Pay the skip. Once a month. Once a month. Okay? So I'm actually gonna post my rant on suggestions online because I'm really fucking pissed. I'm really pissed. You know, there's a lot of people hauling a lot. I mean, all year, dude. And what do we get for all that? Nothing. Really nothing. Because you figure a Dodec is going to give you 15 score points, 150,000 credits a week. You know, 600,000 in 1 month. If you go out to a resource extraction site, you can get that 600,000 in 5 seconds. Okay? Seriously. You don't get much shooting billions of pirates either. No, you do. You get the bounties. What are you talking about? Yesterday I made 1.3 million just with my brand new roll, brand new tune, and I didn't have any specialized weapons. I was in the loner sidewinder. 1.3 million in a few minutes. Okay. So you get a lot more. You get a lot just scanning. How much do you get to scan a Stratum Technologies? 19 million for 5 seconds of work. All right. 19 million. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not talking about power play, dude. Come on. Shadow. Don't go there. I'm not talking about power play. I'm talking about strictly just going to a rest site, killing a pirate, you get a bounty. Okay? If you're doing it for power play and BGS, that's something different. Okay? But seriously speaking, man, I was so disappointed. I was like crossing my fingers. Is this gonna happen? Is this gonna happen? Boom. Nothing. Oh my god. I got so pissed off. 3781. Just leave it. Anyway, what can you do? Yeah, but in colonization, okay, you do get a little bit extra, about 1.2 million per cargo hold of a Panther Clipper, right? So if you deliver steel, like I'm gonna deliver steel right now, I'm gonna get 1.2 million per haul. But the thing is that so what? That doesn't make up for all this work. It really doesn't. It's not enough. It really is not enough. All right? It's really not enough. So when I'm talking about comparing to other things, colonization is the poorest payout. The poorest. I mean, literally, you're doing it for non-profit work. Like if you're a lawyer, you're doing pro bono. Seriously. You're not getting anything. You're not getting anything. Okay? So you're really not getting any money for colonization. Zero. So I don't know. I was a little disappointed. What can I say? It happens. You get disappointed at things. And I checked my first account and checked first. And I said, let me see if what Grimald's Gaming says is true, and you were 100% accurate. I guess they accumulate all the previous weeks that you were not logged in, and they put into one payment, which is deceptive. It's very deceptive because you get an idea that, oh shit, this week I'm making 40,000 per score point, and really it's not that. It's not. It's a lie. It's very deceptive, And they didn't write it anywhere. Hey, this is how we do things. They didn't write it down anywhere. They didn't write it in a book. They didn't write it in some kind of manual, colonization manual, power play manual. You know, they don't write anything down. You have to kind of guess what happens, right? Guess. It's a super time saver, and I'm doing it in my own system here because I just found out it takes too long to transport with this Panther Clipper, and I got knocked out of the sky again. I got blown up by a pirate, so that pisses the fuck out of me. I have no weapons, no defenses, so parking the fleet carrier close to a construction spot actually saves my ass a lot of times. Yeah, exactly. They can say that. We've added all your payments together from the last 3 weeks. Here it is. They could say that in one line, right? But they don't do that. They don't do that. It's fucking deceptive. So you get literally, I spent 3 days trying to analyze and finding out what what the commonality between the accounts were. Seriously. 3 days. 3 days. I was counting points. I was doing algorithms. I was like, what the hell? What's the difference? What's the similarities? You know? That's what makes it all messed up. That's really nice, Shadow.
Ship detached. You may leave when
ready. Anyway, you can't hear anything because I turned down the sound. It was too loud. 1 second. Yeah, so I'm sorry guys, I was a little disappointed. Very disappointed because I was figuring I found something in colonization. It made me happy. It made me fucking happy because I said, okay, what's the payout? Well, we can make more. Then we can make more, and we can get to that 5 million per system a lot faster. Now it's gonna take what? You have to build to get to 5 million in a system. You have to do 500 of those score points. 500. It's impossible. It's impossible. You can never get to 5 million. So what's the point of having the cap of 5 million? Why they put a cap on it? Yeah, 500 system score is crazy. I got 246 right now, and there's like so much construction. I can't even imagine 500 system score. I can't imagine what that looks like. Does that even exist? Has anyone even reached 500? It's craziness. Yeah, it would be more than that, Grimald. It would be more than, I don't even know. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. If a T3 is 15 points, you need 30 T3s. You know, 100 T1s. Like, how do you get to 500? How do you get to 500 points? That makes no sense to me. It really doesn't. And then there are a lot of smaller places, right? Smaller systems that will never even touch 1 million. So why even bother? Where am I going? Why even bother having the cap of 500? Why bother? Why 5 million? Why bother? No one's gonna even get that. How are they gonna get that? How are they gonna get 5 million? It's impossible. I have no clue. 500 system score is craziness. You can't do it. I got 246 right now in one system. That means I'd have to double the amount of construction I have in that system. It's impossible. I can't even build more T3s because I need the next T3. I need like 30 T3 construction points, which would be impossible. So I really, it makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. In order for you to have, let's say $1.5 million is a doable amount. In order for you to have what you need to pay your fleet carrier, you need at least minimum 10 systems giving you $1.5 million. But what's the highest? Because I can't see how that's possible. How is it possible to even get close to 500?
Communications established. We are ready to receive.
That means the guy, that's all he did was build that one system out. That's all he did. Look, I basically love colonization. I love it. I love building out the systems. I love putting the stuff together. And I don't mind. But it takes a lot of time, and you don't make any money, and you get no reward from it on a weekly basis in your thing. So if there was some, what other method can we do? There's got to be another method that we can add to colonization, okay, to help make more. There's got to be something. 800? Really? I got to visit that system because I can't see that. I really can't. That's craziness.
Landing successful.
I can't see how that's
Shutdown.
possible.
Enjoy your stay with us.
I really can't. 830. Whew, man. That's 4 times what I got right now. That's just crazy. That means that system has to be massive. Like 100 or more bodies. System, planetary bodies.
No gravity. Magnetic contact active.
Pazuzu, they're never gonna do that. They could have done that already. They're never gonna do that. It requires too much coding, and they're lazy as fuck. 07 Pazuzu. I'm sorry. If FDev is listening, you guys can retract my fucking partner program fucking membership shit. But you guys are lazy as fuck. Okay? Lazy motherfuckers. That's what you are. So simple to just press just for the, we had the egg hunt, right? And I wrote in suggestions, just transfer that to brain trees and crystalline structures that we can just interact, press the button, and then pick up the shit. Okay, let me I'm gonna write that down. I want to actually visit the system. I see 1805 sector FHB C14-13. So they are fucking lazy as fuck. What's up, Ogre B? They are lazy as fuck, dude. They're lazy. They're not gonna ever add NPC to use our ships. How about using their own ships? There are plenty of NPCs that use their own ships, right? They come in, they land. You've seen them. They have what do they have? They have what do they have? T6s, whatever. I don't know what the fuck they're flying. I've seen them, right? I've even seen T8s now. They're flying T8s.
Okay, let's. No rush.
They can use the NPCs have their own ships, so it's just a matter of pressing a button and just putting in some kind of algorithm saying they can bring in steel. Okay, Grimald, dude, I just gave you the answer. They're lazy as fuck. Period. They're lazy as fuck. That's why they can't do it. Because they don't want to put in the fucking code to have NPCs deliver materials to the station. They just don't want to do it. Okay? We have colonization. We can't have NPCs. Why can't we have NPCs deliver? Why? We hire NPCs just like we do in the bar, and then they have their own ships, and then just fucking deliver shit to them, to the station. What? What are you saying, Shadow? What are you on, drugs? Are you smoking something? Pass it around, dude, because we all need some fucking weed. What are you talking about? What does that have to do with NPCs transporting shit? That's it. Dude, most of the stuff that they do is simple fucking, simple stuff. Most of the additions they do is simple stuff. It's not... Even the, even operations. It's just glorified CQC. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's not really something new. It's just revamped so that actually we can do operations. So they didn't do anything new. In most games you have NPCs that deliver stuff, dude. In most games you do. I think X4 you do. You have hirelings, right? You have a group of people that actually deliver for you. So, yeah, but Shadow, here's the thing. NPCs still land on the colonization ship. They still land. Okay? So it's just a matter of hiring someone like we do in a cargo, like we do in a station. We hire our own pilots and having those pilots deliver shit for us. That's it. You give them a task, deliver 100. And then they do it. We can do it within 24 hours. 248 hours. Okay? So they're given a task, and that's it. So it's just a matter of a countdown in the computer. It could be in your computer. It can be on their server. It's not a lot of work. It's not a lot of work to do that, dude. Seriously, it's really not. It's not going to take up server time or server problem. Nothing like that. It's really not a lot of work because you already have the assets. The assets are already landing on the colonization ship. You've seen T9s landing on colonization ship. You've seen T8s landing on colonization ships. Okay? So basically it's just a little bit of a program where you just hire these guys to deliver some shit for you. That's it. It doesn't take much to do that. But they're too fucking lazy to do it. Okay, that's basically it. I'm calling them that. They're fucking lazy. They're just lazy. Okay? They're just lazy.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Not really, Shadow. It's just like a countdown timer. We have a countdown timer in the community goal, right? Which is panned out across the whole whole server for every player. So it's just a countdown timer. So you get the NPC, You hire the NPC. The NPC, what can I do for you? In the screen, you say deliver 200. And the NPC will say 48 hours. And then in that 48, it's a countdown timer. In the 48 hours, boom, it's done. It's finished. You don't have to. That's the only interaction you have with the NPC. It's not a lot of script to write, dude. It really is not. You're overthinking it. It really is not. Shit, it's serious. It's not a lot. 10,000 other people. Yeah, but that's like 10,000 NPCs. That's it. But you have NPCs in the game already landing over and over again on the ship. Okay? Fucking no coders, bro. I swear. What is that? You massively overestimate the load this possibly could have. No, I don't think it's going to be a load, dude. I really don't. They already have load already in the game. They have assets landing all the time. Having a countdown timer, that's not going to do anything. That's not going to do shit. Having an NPC delivering X amount of goods within 200 minutes or 200 days or 20 days or 2 weeks or whatever. It's not going to be an issue. I don't think it is. But that's just one thing. That's not really going to affect the game. NPCs are not going to affect the game. I think that overall it just needs to be revamped. It would add load if you could allow the NPC, and it would actually transport your cargo back and forth. Yeah, that's all it is. It's changing the number. You reduce the amount of steel by 200, and he delivers 200 steel in 2 days. That's all it would do. It's not going to affect the fucking game. It really is not. Seriously. But you already have those assets, right? You guys completely missed the point. Pazuzu, Grimwald, Ogre B, Shadow. You guys have seen T8s, T9s landing on your constructions all the time. So they have that in the game already. All they have to do is just change the database. Right, just a little bit of a twerk in the number. That's it. Because they already have the asset. They already have the thing happening. How many times have you seen a T8 land on your ship? Or even an Anaconda? Or even one of those, what the hell are they called? The cruise ships. So you have all these assets doing that. You have these things already happening. So they don't have to code that into the game. It's already there. All they have to do is code the database. Code the number. Change the number. That's it. That's it. Belugas, T9s, T7s, keelbacks, whole bunch of shit landing in all the stations, every station. Okay? On your fleet carrier. On your fleet carrier, everywhere. They're always there, right? So you just hire those guys in a database. You put X amount, 2 days to deliver. That's it. And hire them. And pay money. That's it. What's the big deal? I'm telling you, it's not a big deal. You guys are overthinking it. It's not a big deal. You're overthinking it. You're overthinking it, and you have to be logged on for it to work, right? I think that would be the appropriate thing to do. In order for it to work, you have to be logged on. It can't be passive. Like, okay, you log off and it's working behind the background, like an AFK shit. Even the AFK, you have to stay on. Even when you go AFK, you have to stay on.
Landing complete. Clamps engaged. Welcome to our carrier,
Yeah.
Commander.
Okay. So, anyway, it needs a lot of... I think it needs a lot of work. Colonization still needs a lot of work. Power play needs a lot of work. The whole fucking game needs a lot of work. You know, eventually I'm gonna get fucking pissed off and rage quit. But I don't know what they're doing. I really don't. I really don't. It's like they do something good, but they do something bad also, and they think that's offsetting what they did. It's not hard to implement.
No gravity. Magnetic
Yeah.
contact active.
We hire NPCs all the time. NPCs fly our little fucking fighters. They go out and they kill things. NPCs can go... They don't have to be attached to us. It just could be an interface with the mission board or something. You just press a button and you hire that NPC, and you hire him to haul 200 tons of steel, whatever. You get my point? It's not really gonna be a fucking big deal. Star Citizen, so I tried it out. By the way, Rage Quit, someone gifted me Star Citizen, so I tried it out. You Rage Quit Star Citizen? Or you liked it? Anyway,
If you need any, okay. Take your time.
there's a lot of things, small little things they can do to make things better. Small little things, but it's like talking to a wall. Yeah, but Grimwald, at the same time, they give away 100 million for a community goal. I just did 3 hauls. I hauled 3 Panther Clippers, three cargo holds, right? And I made 100 million doing that, on top of what I got from the trade. So in one end they're giving you all these millions, and the other end they're cheap and stingy.
Thank you for choosing InterAstra.
And they're always having community goals now.
Aye.
So like right now, between 10 accounts, I made 100 billion. I made 1 billion. 1 billion. Okay. Yeah, I know, Ogre B. I tried it myself. I had nothing but issues. And then when I actually got in the game and played Star Citizen, I got ganked on just trying to land on the planet and do a mission. Just ended up in the med bay, back in the old system. Anyway, I am hosting my own MMO. I was able to see real time what a game server is actually doing. Okay. That's nice.
Cargo hold at maximum.
Man, I would love to have pay to skip. I really would. Just pay to skip the construction. Pay arcs to pay to skip the construction. I really would. Fuck that. Best thing they can do.
Landing gear retracted.
Restraints released. Clear for departure.
Lucas, ship interiors finally coming. We have ship interiors, dude.
Frameshift drive.
Your fleet carriers have ship interiors.
Traffic operations.
The Nomad has ship interiors.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
How long did it take them to do ship interiors? How long have people been asking for ship interiors? 12 years now? And they finally just did a Nomad 12 years later. So wait another 12 years, Lucas. Just wait another 12 years. You'll have ship interiors in 12 years. You just found that? You found that they have ship interiors? Yeah, they 3 colors. That's it. That's all they got for fleet carriers. That's all they have. Well, Lucas, from your mouth to God's ears, but we've waited 12 years for a Nomad. I think it'll be another 12 years before you can see a Anaconda Mach 2 with chip interiors. I don't think we're gonna have them anytime soon. That's a lot of coding, which I don't think they're up to. I don't think they're up to it. They don't code. These guys are lazy coders.
Hello, Commander. Please stay aware of other ships around this carrier.
If I get 10 Indians to make this game, I bet you about 6 months I'll have a full version of Elite Dangerous.
Access granted.
Seriously
Proceed to your
speaking.
allocated pad, Commander. You have been cleared for approach. Feel free to relax. Your docking computer is in control.
Yeah, we've been 5 years since Odyssey, and we finally got some other quests to do in operations, right? No new guns, no new armor, nothing like that, right? Just some paint jobs for our guns and our stuff. That's it. 5 years. 5 years. Meanwhile, how many DLCs has Hello Games popped out for No Man's Sky? That's the difference. Okay, so I think it's truly lazy coding, dude. And they got everybody working on the dinosaur, and it makes them no money. The dinosaur game. And now there's a new dinosaur island or something like that that's has great reviews, better than theirs, and is cheaper.
Contact confirmed. Commence shutdown. What can we do for you, Commander?
Yeah, I agree with you, Grimwald, and I said that in a chat in on the boards, and I got reamed for it. The cockpits are ship interiors. They could do cockpits, but I don't know if they want to do that. I seriously don't know if they want to do that. 3960. Oh, shit. I don't know what my number is. I don't know what my number is. Let me see. No, Braven's still on the board of directors. Braven's still on the board of directors, man. In an advisory capacity. Just like the previous Zoo Boy, the previous CEO, he's also on the board of directors in an advisory capacity. So 4526. Okay. I'm almost done with this shit. Yeah, they whatever dinosaur game, it's licensed, so they don't make much money off of it. They make more money off of their own IP, which is the roller coaster, the zoo, and Elite Dangerous. So if they actually wanted to make more money, they just build up Elite Dangerous, or do some kind of sub games to Elite Dangerous. They could have done a Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 3077, you know. Jurassic World is a licensed agreement, so they have to give they have to give them money for building that game. So if you look at their overall revenue that they brought in compared to their EBITDA, which is their net, it's dismal. It's really pathetic. In America, we look for 40% profit margin. They're getting like 15%. Okay? So they need to focus on stuff that they own and need to build that, not other people's shit. You know? Yeah, I imagine that every day. I imagine that every day, but they didn't put much love into they don't put any love into
If you want to know more about whatever you need, take all the time you need.
Odyssey. They really don't. And it's sad. I do like 3 out of the 5 quests that they have in operations. You know, they're fun, they're challenging. You know, it seems to be scaled, so I can still do it. I can still do it solo.
Fly safe.
So it is fun, but they need to do more. And it took them how long to make operations, for God's sakes? They're doing an AH-40K property at FDev. What? Warhammer. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the decision making is not that. You know, it's. I think dead monkeys can make better decisions at the board of directors than these guys do. So, I'm being honest. Why would they just other studios are doing Warhammer? Why are you doing Warhammer? How many Jurassic fucking parks you gonna do? How many roller coasters you gonna do? Do something different. Okay, do something different. And then you have such a great demographics in Elite. You have a fantastic demographic, dude. It's unbelievable. The people that play Elite. You guys, all of us in this chat make money. All of us earn income. Okay, we give our kids to play Jurassic World or whatever. We give our kids money to play that game. But we are playing, instead of going out to the pub and spending $100 on beer, we put $100 in ARCs and buy shit in the game. I doubt it. I doubt it. Earth-like worlds. If they do Earth-like worlds, volcanic worlds, water worlds, where we can land, scan more, see some animals, that will double player base. Because Elite traditionally is exploration game, right? Ship interiors, I don't know if that's gonna do anything. Seriously. So 4, 5, 2, 6. What's it gonna do? So you can walk around your ship. So what? That still didn't stop the player base from Starfield from leaving, because they left, right? 3960. Starfield has ship interiors, and in the ship interiors, you can fight with no gravity, shoot things, take over other ships, but the player base is shrunk. That's not going to change much. Okay, ship interior is not going to change much. It really is not. I think having more to do, more colonization, more scanning, more on settlements, more combat on settlements, make them harder. You know, when I first started the game, when I went to raid a settlement and I turned off the power, 5 seconds later, a band of fucking marauders would come and land and start shooting at me. Okay? So now it doesn't do that anymore. They nerfed it. Because some people were complaining, oh, it's too hard, oh. That was fun. When you'd go and do the cache, you know, the larceny quest, and you went for the hidden cache, and you reset the quest so that you can actually get more weapon schematics. Well, there used to be like 6 marauders pop up and show up, and you had to kill them off. Okay? That's gone. It says threat level 1, but there's no threat level. Nothing happens. Nobody lands. Nobody attacks you. Okay? They need to undo all that fucking nerfing shit they did, because the fatherhood they're too old to actually play that, and it raises their blood pressure. Oh, it's too much fighting. Oh, you know. In the high intensity combat zones, why do I have so many fucking NPCs helping me on my side? Okay? Why do I have so many NPCs? I need to have less NPCs. Okay? I need to have less NPCs. Either that or raise the amount of enemy NPCs coming in, because that's retarded. By the time I get to the group that my side is fighting, they're already dead. So I make no money off of that. I get nothing. right? They kill him, I get nothing. I kill him, I get the bond. But operations is super hard. Well, the high intensity combat zone makes it look like it's kindergarten. High intensity combat zone now is kindergarten compared to operations. Seriously. I was practicing doing high intensity combat zones, and like, there's no need to practice because I wasn't ready for that. To have 20 NPCs start chasing me down the hallway, right? So, I love the Marauders. I love them. As soon as you turn on the power, right? You had a power regulator. You turn on the power so you can download the data and, you know, ransack the settlement. Some Marauders would show up, but not just once, twice. Where are these guys? You mean to turn on... I turned on the power of a place that you actually ransacked, and you're not watching it? They nerfed it too much.
You need to move within 7.5 kilometers.
And here's the thing, and I want to be honest with you guys. The people that complain about the gameplay, okay, are the first ones to leave, or the first ones to stop doing that gameplay. Okay? So let me repeat that. The people that complain about the gameplay are the first ones to leave. For instance, who was the one that boycotted Dodex? Oh, Dodec, pay to play, pay to win, blah, 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 blah. Who did that? That was, yes, your friend and mine, our dearest Meccan. Meccan is no longer playing the game. He's no longer streaming the game. He's gone. Okay? He's gone. So those people that complained about the gameplay, oh, the Marauders, just leave it alone. Leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. Because they complain, and then they leave anyway. So why change the gameplay? Two people complain about it's too hard, the Marauders are too hard. And then they leave.
Contact confirmed. Commence shutdown. What can we do for you, Commander?
It drives me crazy. It really does. It really drives me crazy. I used to love those Marauders, man. You know, you get anticipation. You get, oh my God, how long do I have from the time I turn on the power? Okay, how long do I have to get out of here? So you build up your anticipation. You build up the anxiety. And all of a sudden, like 2 minutes later, here comes the Marauders. Yeah! Put your weapons down. Yeah, it wasn't that hard. It was fucking great, dude. I love that shit. It was great. And then in the larceny quest, you know, with the hidden cache, same thing. They pop up. Every time you reload it in, they used to be there. Okay, you had to fight them off. Why have ammo case there? There's nobody landing there anymore. There's an ammo case. There's you can what do they have? The health packs, so you can heal yourself. They have batteries. Why you need all that? Because the gameplay was you're supposed to fight people off and get to get the hidden cache, right? It's a hidden cache. That means somebody owns that cache, but the owners don't ever come. They never come. They never come. Simple fucking stupid shit that they changed. Now the game is just retarded. It really is. That's why people don't like Odyssey. And they give it a thumbs down. So yeah, it's raid style, but it's definitely scaled because I did it in 2. I
need
did it
any
with a
advice,
second
okay.
person. I did it with
No rush.
Jasper. And I got my ass kicked. I died 4 times. And then do it in 4, the same thing happened. It was worse. So they do scale up. So it does become harder. It does become harder. Yeah, the irregular markers are the ones I'm talking about. The hidden cache. The irregular markers are the ones I'm talking about. But nothing happens there. You know? And at the other place, the power signature, I think that's just skimmers. The only thing that shows up there are skimmers. So
Take care out there, Commander.
they need to bring that back. They need to put it back. Like the hidden cache,
Hey, Commander.
okay, the irregular markers, the hidden cache, there has to be marauders there. There have to be people like guarding that place. You know? You have to go there and you have to guard it. And if you kill the people on the ground, they have to be reinforcements. Every 2 minutes or so, they have to respawn and respawn the reinforcements. That's what makes it. That'll make it. I died at a threat 3 irregular marker. Ship dropped off reinforcements, and I hadn't played since plasma weapons had projectile velocity buff. Okay. Okay. Okay, I need aluminum. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm using the escape pod method to just bring everything to the ship. I got blown up before. Cost me about 30 million in rebuy. And a whole bunch of titanium. So I got pissed off. So I'm going to use the fleet carrier to transport stuff back and forth. Since it lands relatively close, even that they nerfed. That I was able to actually be like super close.
At maximum capacity.
But it lands relatively close, so I can just transport the materials over, and then just transfer them over to the place I'm trying to build.
Landing gear retracted.
So this system is
Leave when ready.
gonna be a hub. This is the last place that I actually finished on the bridge. So it has a deck down. I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3 T2s, actually probably 4 T2s, 1 surface T1, 1 surface T3, a bunch of satellites. So this system will be able to supply all your juicy needs that you need. Oh look, I got a -2, so I have to come up with some construction. Anyway, so this system will be able to supply all the needs in the surrounding area for people wanting to colonize.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
They take down your shields immediately, Shadow, and then it takes away from the cargo. You gotta have at least a 6. You can't put 5s on this ship, it's too big. So you have to have a class 6, and that's 6 is what, 64 tons? And I have 88 with because I got pre-engineered stuff. So that's a lot of cargo you're losing. So I find ways without having to put shields on. You know, I just have to beef up the security also in this system. So that's another thing I can do. But I never fly with shields on a transport or mining. Make the game grinduous, but at the same time throw in PvP requiring protection and making you grind longer. Yeah.
Incoming message.
I really don't think there's anybody directing this game in any direction. Okay, there's nobody actually at the helm. If this was a ship,
This is flight control.
it would be a ship without a rudder.
Welcome, Commander.
Okay, it would be a ship without a rudder and a ship without
Please follow standard docking protocols, Commander.
without steering, and nobody at the helm.
And assisted approach is go.
Seriously, I don't think there's anybody. I think the last person to actually give elite direction will quit. So they're still doing the stuff that he actually proposed to change the game. Okay. So I really don't think there's anybody running the ship. Again, if this was a ship, it would be without a rudder. Okay? Without steering and without a pilot. No one asked themselves, where's the second ship? Where's the second ship?
Landing successful. Solid approach.
Where's the second ship? We're supposed to have a second ship this summer. Where is it? The summer is almost halfway done, and we don't have an idea of a second ship. Nothing. Right? If August finishes and there's no second ship, again, the ship is without steering, without a rudder, and without a pilot. Okay? It's just an opinion. It's just my opinion. Also, like shooting, it's also not like shooting down other players doesn't much power play when settlement data can't be lost on death.
No gravity. Magnetic contact active. All right. All right, I'm going to be in chat, in voice chat and dangerous talk, so if you guys want to join the chat, that'd be great. I can't read the
I'll be over here if you need it. Okay. I'm
written
here if you
chat
have any
again while I'm
questions.
playing. Can't do two things at once. One good thing is that I did do because of operations, I did put cargo racks on this ship so I can make a second clipper with 1320 cargo. So this ship has the stuff that you guys can purchase
It's been a
through
pleasure.
coin. It really on easy, it's not that hard to do solo, and it is scaled. You can tell it's scaled because it's like my AR-50 goes through them like a hot knife through butter. So, but it's not that way when I play with Jasper. It's actually a lot harder. So you guys can do you can do it on solo. You can solo it on easy, but not all of them. The rescue ones you can't. But you have to do it a few times, and they're pretty fun. You learn to zerg. You learn to zerg through the dungeons. You learn to see your way around. So let me show you what I did. Okay. So I did put the cargo rack. This is the second Panther clipper, right? Oh, by the way, the class 5s are broken. Do not upgrade the class 5Es. So I did add 3 pre-engineered cargo racks, grade 6, to this using Merc coin. There's about 800 each. So that's 2,400 Merc coin. But the grade 5s they're bugged. So don't do grade 5s. You can't progress past fourth level. The class 5s. They can't progress past grade 4. So check it out.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
It's I did a video and I actually submitted a ticket and linked the video. But I really do believe that pay to skip would be a benefit to colonization. It would be a benefit to FDev to actually they can make more money on it. Pay to skip, T3s, T2s, T1, whatever. Everything. Pay to skip everything.
You may leave when ready.
If a person wants to throw 200 arcs, 200,000 arcs, let's just say 200,000 arcs. If a person wants to throw 200,000 arcs into a colony, I think that's okay. And it's not to pay to play, because how much money are you making off the goddamn colony? Not much. So you're actually donating. So, murdering a settlement of thousands of times over to download data and undermine the system is one of the most efficient strategies. Thank you for telling us that, Shadow. I'm sure we didn't know that. You can undermine a few ways. That's one way. I gotta have some water. Alrighty then.
Welcome, Commander. Please request docking permission before approaching a landing pad. Docking permission is unavailable. You're outside the 7.5-kilometer range for docking requests. Clearance granted. Move directly to your landing pad. You have
I know you
cleared
can
for
make pretty
approach.
much
Feel free
pretty
to
good
relax. Your docking computer
merits
is
doing
in
mining.
control.
I like doing that merit mining. I enjoy it. I enjoy settlement raids. Of course, I enjoy that. That's great fun. I don't enjoy the notoriety, right? But I do enjoy the settlement raids.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Solid approach. What can we do for you, Commander?
Yeah, I made more than that, man. It's like 50,000 every 300 tons. So that's why it's so good. I like it. You don't have to be a hater. Don't be a hater, dude. You like one way, I like another way. I love going in and massacring shit. I do. It's fun. I don't like the notoriety. I don't like the bounties. Oh, I enjoy combat, man. But I'm more into like the Walmart. I like everything because I get bored of just doing combat. I get bored of just doing colonization. That's why I'm happy when Grimal's told me about the accumulation, and I verified it today, which is true, because now I don't have to change fucking 9 systems around. But somehow, by deleting some things, I got more score points. I don't know what the fuck happened. So instead of getting 2.4 million, this payment I got 4.4 million. So power play is always going to be imbalanced because they don't know how to balance it. They know how to nerf things, but they don't know how to balance it. Okay? They don't want to code new things into the power play. And Iceling is the top 10 because she's got the most players. You got a lot of people loving that blue hair and the bathwater, you know?
I'll be over here. We've got to take all the time you need.
So did I. You know, I had to go to Gram though. I went to Gram. Ah, shit. I didn't recall my ship. Had to go to Gram though. I went to Gram. I got 5 million this week and I didn't do that much in power play. I'm missing something. You did something in power play. Yes, that's the case, Shadow. But it's for passive stuff. It's not really. She doesn't pay for combat and all that. I'm surprised. Well, you're with Arissa, right?
If I don't have it, it's not worth having.
Yeah, Arissa. Arista doesn't give you
Sure. Take a look around.
Grom gives you
Maybe next
100%
time.
for bounties. 100% payout on bounties, so I don't need to do this. I gotta wait for my ship. Oh, nice jacket.
You look hard enough, you can usually find a bargain somewhere.
Any of us would like.
Oh, you know what that looks like from Battlestar Galactica? The little emblem in the corner. Stand
Sorry,
still.
can I get past?
Stand still. I want to check out your jacket.
Could you move over a moment?
Yeah, you see? It's got those triangles like from Battlestar Galactica.
I don't think I could ever do
From the
that.
original series.
Loneliness would drive me
Looking
mad.
for work.
Fair
Won't
point.
be, strictly speaking, legal.
You ever done any courier work?
Where are those guys with the yellow shoes? Here they go. What's this guy doing? He must be on drugs or something. Alright. Gotta wait for my ship. I forgot to,
If you want to know more, what
recall
are you
it.
in the market? No rush. When you're ready, Inter Astra will be happy to help you.
you love power play. That's what you do on a weekly basis is power play. Because I couldn't do that every week. I can do power play every week. Every single day, power play, power play. You know, there's not much. Yeah, there's not much rewards in power play, and then they nerf the amount of merits you can make because you're minus 35 on that on reinforcement systems. Acquisition you can do well, but reinforcement.
Welcome to Inter Astra. Take your time.
What's the sense? You nerfed the fucking thing. I gotta say, Nerf is not gameplay, man. Nerf is not gameplay. Oh, you're in Orisa. You're in that group that the guy made 5 million merits in 1 week. I don't know how the hell he did that. I'd like to find out how he did that. Do you even know Shadow? If you're in Orisa, that means that you probably know. 100% miners. Yeah, but how do you do 5 million in 1 week? Even that means you're mining non-stop 7 hours a day.
I'll be over here. if you
Exo
need any
and
help.
exploration data. Really? I'm not getting much on exobiology or exploration. I don't know how the fuck you did that. Automation and map routes. Okay. Yeah, it was 5 million, dude. I saw the boards. The guy even took a picture of it and posted on the forums. He collected weeks and then handed it in. I see what you mean. Yeah, that's craziness. How many billions does he have to collect to do that? You know what I mean?
What are you in the market? I'm here if you have any questions.
Okay, that's my current ship.
Take your time.
Is the other one coming or what? Where's the other one? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm in Grom. I could take a look right now and see what Grom did. I don't do it every week because it pisses me off. The minus 35% nerf pisses me off, man. Sorry, it does. I want to do undermining. I want to do reinforcement. I want to do all that, but it just pisses me off that there's a minus 35% nerf. It really does. The whole game's imbalanced. Yeah, exactly. That's a lot of work, Shadow. That is a lot of work. Bounty hunting is a lot of work. For an hour? Okay, so let's see what Grom did. Since you guys are talking about power play. Grom, this week. Simple guy. Always simple guy. My Ukrainian brother from another mother. I don't know what he does. 1,000,068. So 1,000,000 could be easily beaten, right? 1,000,000 could be easily beaten. Yeah. So, what am I doing? Ah, yeah, aluminum. Do you have it censored? I didn't see it. Is it there?
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Let me see. Oh yeah, you're there. Number 9, right? Number 9. I don't know why it's censored. Why is it censored? Do you have it like you don't want people to know where you are, who you are? You know? Okay, let's get going. Yeah, I could do it every week, but it's too time consuming, man. It really is. Well, it's all mining. You can get 1,000,000 no problem, but now operation, if you look at operation, I even got manufacturer instructions out of operation. So I just do an easy and I get manufacturer instructions out of what's that one with the one with the medical people building the toxic thing. Anyway, so yeah, you can get data. I got like 1,000 data right now. I need to put on a squadron carrier because there's a lot of manufacturing instructions coming out of that.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
You fly into a wreckage signal, collect the loot, quit the desktop, and you're while still inside the signal, restart the entire game and keep the wreckage signal alive. Oh, okay. Yeah, we know that. We've been doing that since the beginning of the game. But you like grinding for merits, man. I think it's easier to just mine for merits. Yep. Yeah, that's not a cheat, Shadow. That's been around forever. That's not a cheat. You can do it. We've been doing that forever. Like for instance, before pharmaceutical isolators were easy to get, we only had one signal source, and you didn't have 15 million things hanging out in space that you can collect, so you'd have to rinse and repeat. That's been around forever.
Thank you for visiting our carrier. We hope you find what you're looking for.
Yeah, but that's existed forever, dude.
Permission granted.
I think they're leaving it in so people can
Docking request
get
confirmed.
materials,
Assisted approach
because
is
that's the
go.
only way we were able to get large amount of materials before. Like we had a time clock on the actual pharmaceutical isolators. Those are the hardest ones to get, so we had to recall out, come back in, recall out, come back in, etc. Rinse and repeat. Now you don't have to do that anymore because you can just go into one of those what are they called? They're called high something, I don't know. Anyway, you can go into them and collect a whole bunch of them. Yeah, high grade missions. Yeah, you don't need to do that. The high grade emissions, you don't need to do that anymore. But before they changed it, which a few years ago they changed it. Before they changed it, that was the only way that you can get a lot of high grade emissions. Is that you had to recall out. So it's been around for a while. It's not, there's no cheat. It's been around for a while, and they still leave it in the game. Aluminum 4714. What do I need for aluminum? 10,000. Yeah, whatever it takes, but it's been in the game. They haven't changed it, they haven't nerfed it. So it's been in the game since I started playing the game. They used to have it where you actually just had to log out, but they changed that with the settlements because they used to get bugged out.
Welcome to Okay, take all the time you need.
You know what a great thing would be for operations if we can actually raid satellites. We can raid those locations you see in space just hanging out there in the belt. That would be great. Kind of do a raid like we do settlement raids, but now we do a raid in the satellite. We raid the satellite, right? Let's say it's an anarchy faction that owns it. We can raid it and fucking move things around. That would be cool. That would be cool. Raid the satellite for power play. I think that would be really, really cool. Raid satellites. Raid the T1s, the settlements. Relay stations.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Actually, it would be cool after killing the general in Terminal Takedown that we get to land inside the unauthorized station, right? We get to land inside and kill somebody there. Maybe have another raid boss. Part 2 to the raid boss. That would be fucking cool. So far I'm happy, but it's like too little. You know, it's only like three quests. It's too little. They need more. They need more. I gotta order some coffee.
Landing gear retracted.
I'm falling asleep.
Ship detached, clear for departure.
Hey, look. Here's a nice anaconda running around. Okay? Why can't we hire that pilot to transport some shit?
Frameshift drive charging.
Yep. Love to do that.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Would love to do that. You know what? I'm gonna make some soup tomorrow. Okay. No, I haven't done fire rescue. I don't even want to do fire rescue. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do passenger missions. Well, it did pretty good for a while.
Commander, welcome to our carrier.
Terminal prosecution? Solo? Is that the one where it's just space flight? Space combat? Yeah, that's the one with the space combat only. That's with the general at the end, right?
Follow standard docking protocols, Commander. You have been cleared for approach. Feel free to relax. Your docking computer is in control.
You guys love that shit. Let's see, parsley.
Landing gear deployed.
What the hell is the thing?
Landing complete. Clamps engaged. Welcome to our carrier, Commander.
Cool. I still got a little bit to go. $6,000. No, no, 3 more runs.
No gravity. Magnetic contact active.
Yeah. All right. Almost done. There's the offloading, but I
If
won't
you want to
be
know more, no matter what, take your time.
streaming for the offload. Where's our second ship, man? I asked that question. Nobody even thought about it. Where's the second ship? We're almost halfway through the summer, and there's no sign of it. They say 2 and by the summertime, right? Well, summertime is almost done. Where the hell is the other one? Here it is. Where's the second ship? Yeah, Nomad counts as 1. Nomad counts as 1. And was supposed to get a second ship.
Fly safe.
Because they said 2. Summertime, 2. That's what they said. 2. Right? So we're supposed to get a second ship. So where the hell is it? Maybe it'll also have ship interiors. See, people always talk about ship interiors. Online, ship interiors. They come into chat, they talk about ship interiors. And really, to me, it's like, They have that in Star Citizen. I really didn't spend much time on ship interiors. I think, more or less, in the cockpit, that you'll be able to get up, walk around in the cockpit, and get out of the ship. You know, I think that would be a good mechanism, functionality. But like having a mess hall, having sleeping quarters, I don't see the need. Not unless those things eating can give you a buff and sleeping can give you a buff. If they did, no, they're not. The Frontier Runner is not the extra ship, Grimald. It's not. Even though I would love the Frontier Runner to be that extra ship so we can use it, right? That'd be fantastic, actually. I'd sell my fleet carrier and squadron carrier and just get the runner. No, maybe not the squadron carrier because people are using it. But I like downsize to the front runner. The runner.
Landing locks are off. Clear for departure.
I like it. I like it. It's smaller. It's nicer. Looks like you can actually like fly it, you know, like go from planet to planet, fly it like you would your Panther Clipper. That would be cool. If we can get into that runner and we can actually fly from planet to planet instead of jumping.
You have now left the port perimeter. Goodbye, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know, but I think they should do something about an SCO drive that could fit into the older ships.
2, 1, engage.
Either make it engineerable or make it for arcs or something, but do something. Because honestly, they're losing money. Think about it. They're losing money. They want to make money, right? They're losing money because you can't get the paint job and the kits, the ship kits for the Asp Explorer or the Anaconda or the Python. I know I got at least 2 kits on the Anaconda, 3 on the I think I got all of them for the Python. I got one for the Asp Explorer, the exploration one. Right? They need to have that. If they had the SCO drive for the older ships, yeah, we do, but it overheats, Pazuzu. It overheats, and you shake all over the place. You shake like a hot tamale. Shaky, shaky. No, let's say an optimized SCO drive that's made specifically for an older ship that we can actually we wouldn't shake and overheat. The overheating is also critical because you overheat. Yeah, that's the problem.
Our carrier respects careful pilots. What's your speed at there?
I'm saying everybody's asking for one, Pazuzu. Optimize SEO
Proceed to your
that you
allocated
wouldn't
path,
overheat
Commander.
or you would shake.
Docking requires confirmed.
You know?
Assisted approach is go.
That's everybody's asking for one on the forums. But if they can't do that, then give us an Anaconda Mach 2. Give us an Asp Explorer Mach 2. Give us a Diamondback Explorer Mach 2. Give us new ships quicker. Quickly. Hurry up. Go to work. Go to work.
Contact confirmed. Clamps engaged. Welcome to our carrier, Commander.
About 3 more runs. 3 more.
No gravity. Magnetic contact active.
Okay. Okie dokie. I see everybody loves railguns. I love railguns. I love railguns, but they overheat like crazy. They overheat like crazy, man.
If you need any, we've got a wide. Take your time.
5% chance of exploding. I think people would buy that. They would buy it.
Thank you for choosing Inter Astra.
Yeah, Pac-Hound missiles are phenomenal, man. I love Pac-Hound missiles. I love them. You know, one of the problems with Terminal Takedown is that Kestrel that comes out, or is it 2 Kestrels? I'm not sure. It's 1 Kestrel or 2 Kestrels. But you can't chase that thing down. I can't chase it down. It's too fast. But I get a couple of shots with Pac-Hound missiles. Woo! Ooh. Ooh, very nice.
Ensure you have cleared your landing request before approaching the docking area. If your
Very, very nice.
not been authorized, leave the landing area.
They're annoying. Dude, they're so fast. They're crazy. They're crazy,
Cargo
dude.
hold at maximum capacity.
They're crazy fast.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
No.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
This is Flight Control. Considerate pilots are welcome, Commander.
Incoming
Access
message.
granted. Proceed to your allocated pad, Commander. You have been cleared for approach. Feel free to relax. Your docking computer is in control.
Cool.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing successful. Clamps engaged. Welcome to our carrier, Commander.
8-6. All right, Grim. Take care, buddy. 07. Thanks for your help. And I'm serious on that. Grim did help me because he came out and he's the first one to say, "Hey, it's a combo," and on one of my accounts, they seem to put all the payments together, and that's where I got the notion that it was 40,000 per score point, which actually that's not the case. So basically what happened was I was wrong. Grim was right. Grimwald's Gaming was right. And but it's okay to be wrong. In this case, I'm glad to be wrong because I don't have to do colonization on the 9 systems to remake them into either extraction or industrial. So I'm happy about that. It's okay to be wrong sometimes. Being wrong is good. So I'm going to finish up this system and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with my other stuff. I will be doing exploration tomorrow.
Okay, take your time.
Or Thursday evening. Thursday evening or Friday morning. I'm not sure right now. But I'm going to do some exploration to get my mining ship so I can do mining for merits. Which is something I enjoy. I need materials so I can do some engineering, and then I'm going to buy the Panther Clipper and engineer it. But I'm not going to go and buy 2 new fleet carriers. I'm going to wait. Because I'm going to Colonia with 2 accounts that have Dodec building ability. And in Colonia I plan to build 2 Dodecs and get like a little bit of hub going on over there. So we'll see. We shall see. I just have a couple more runs and then the fleet carrier will be full of what I need, and then I can go and unload. But unloading we'll do at a different time. We'll do some fun things after this. Get it dropped. My stream is not doing that well. 1 second. Okay, it looks like should do okay. Alright, I should be back. Chat's back. Okay, good. Everything's back. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Connectivity issues. YouTube doesn't seem to like me when I stream past 2 hours. It's always at the 2-hour mark that I have issues. For some reason. So I'm back. I'll probably do a stream where I'm gonna let everybody else rant too what they want to see in game. Like ship interiors was one thing, but you know, we already got ship interiors Did FDev make money on it? We don't know. I'm sure they'll let us know.
Retracted.
Restraints released. You may climb to escape altitude.
Power plate tweaks. I think power play is too complicated for them to tweak. I don't think they know how to actually fix that. I'll be honest with you.
3, 2, 1.
I don't think they know how to fix it. Colonization needs to be fixed. Seriously.
Incoming message.
Okay. That was a pirate. He's coming after my ass. For sure.
Welcome, Commander. Please request docking permission before approaching a landing pad. Access granted. Proceed to your allocated pad, Commander. Docking request confirmed. Assisted approach is go.
Landing gear deployed.
Yep. Okay. Almost done. This one seemed to be harder to actually do than the other ones for some reason. Maybe because I'm doing too many of them. That's what happens when you do too much colonization. You kind of
Contact
poop yourself out.
Solid approach.
Poop.
Welcome, Commander.
So we just need 61. We can get that anywhere. I'm gonna kill the stream here, guys. Thanks for coming along. Thank you for listening. Don't forget, do not change your colonization. I was mistaken. I was wrong. I'm making corrections on the stream. I want to thank Grimald Gaming for showing us that and fixing that. And hey Kix, what's going on, man? Just closing the stream out. 07 Commanders, fly dangerously, stay frosty. I'll see you guys next time.